Okay, I have a very serious question I need to ask you. When it comes to sweet potato casserole, are you team marshmallow or team brown sugar pecan? Actually, no matter which side you're on, you're in luck because this Thanksgiving classic is easy to make, fully vegan, and both ways. Hello and welcome. I'm Steph and I make vegan recipes that hopefully everyone loves, whether they're vegan or not. I actually have a lot of vegan Thanksgiving recipes on my website, but somehow I managed to overlook sweet potato casserole until now. So let's get started. All right, so we're just gonna start off by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're just gonna grease a casserole dish. You can use a 12 by 8, 13 by 9, an oval casserole dish, whatever you have. Next, we're gonna cook 3.5 pounds of sweet potatoes. So you wanna peel them and chop them up into 1-inch pieces so that they'll cook quickly. We're just gonna put the chopped potatoes into a large pot and then cover it with water and bring the water to a boil. You're gonna just let them boil until they are fork tender, which usually takes around 10 to 15 minutes. If you're using marshmallows for the topping, you can just chill out or work on another dish while the potatoes are boiling. But if you're gonna do the brown sugar pecan topping, we can make it right now. So before we start on the brown sugar topping, we're just gonna chop up a cup of pecans and melt a 1/4 cup of vegan butter. Then I'm just gonna mix my dry ingredients in a bowl. So that is 2/3 of a cup of vegan brown sugar, 1/3 of a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix that all up, and then you are going to stir in your 1/4 cup of melted vegan butter. You wanna make sure all of the dry ingredients are moistened by the vegan butter. And finally, we're just gonna stir in those chopped pecans and then set it aside. All right, now that my potatoes are done, I am just going to drain them and then put them in the bowl of my stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can just put them in a regular bowl and either use a handheld mixer or a potato masher. So before we start mixing, I am also going to add 1/2 cup of canned coconut milk, 6 tablespoons of maple syrup, or you could use brown sugar, 1/4 cup of vegan butter, a teaspoon each of vanilla and salt, and 1/2 teaspoon each of cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm gonna start my mixer off on the lowest speed and I'm just gonna gradually increase it maybe to the 3rd speed at max. You wanna get it smooth-ish, but there should still be a few little lumps in there. All right, so now we're just going to move this over to our prepared casserole dish and add the topping of your choice. You could either use a 10-ounce bag of vegan marshmallows like Dandies, or you can use the brown sugar pecan topping that we prepared. I usually try to leave a little bit of space around the edge of the dish just because these toppings are very sugary and they will cling to the side of the dish and get stuck there. All right, now this is just gonna go in the oven for about 30 minutes until your topping is golden. Okay, so I've actually got both versions here, so I'm gonna try them and I'm gonna make a verdict. I'm gonna declare to the internet which one is better. Please don't come for me. Brown sugar, let's see what you got. This brown sugar is just so good. It's so melted perfectly with the pecans and with the vegan butter, it just has such a rich flavor. Honestly, super delicious. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, this is like impossible to decide. These marshmallows just pair so perfectly and they're all melty and brown and it just reminds me of roasting marshmallows on a campfire. I can't decide. I'm a little partial to the marshmallow, probably because that's what I ate growing up. But honestly, they're both so good. What I'm probably gonna do for Thanksgiving this year is make a pan with half and half, and I'm gonna eat both. All right, well, that is all for this one. I hope that you have a great holiday with the people that you want to spend it with. And stay tuned because I have lots of Christmas recipes coming up this year too. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch those, and I will see you next time.